to my family. It's all because I couldn't love a motherless child.
You are a Stark. You might not have my name, but you have my blood.
How's it going, Jack Tackers, and welcome back to another video for you guys. Today I'm going to be doing my trailer breakdown for the new Game of Thrones Season 8 trailer. But first, remember, if you guys are new, make sure to check out my social media and vlogging channel down in the description below. And without further ado, let's get into this. So they did release some new footage in the what to expect for HBO's new shows for 2019, but I didn't cover it. I only covered the Watchmen footage because we hadn't seen any footage from Watchmen, but I guess we haven't seen much of anything for Game of Thrones as well. And again, this is pretty much just a teaser, but it does kind of symbolize more stuff, and I guess kind of leads us in to more of what to expect in this season, obviously. And it shows Jon, Sansa, and Arya in the Crypt of Winterfell walking around, and I guess basically honoring and just paying respects probably to everyone they've lost. And we hear, you know, famous lines of dialogues from other characters such as Ned and Catelyn and a few others that are all very important to each character, and I really do like that. You know, there's lots of nostalgia, obviously, because this is kind of like the last season, and they want to build that up for nostalgic reasons and a bunch of other stuff. And it does kind of have this, like, eerie vibe, you know, there's not, like, too much else going on other than them just walking through the crypt, and it's very cold feeling and ominous, and you feel like something's going to happen, and it kind of does, because by the end of the trailer, when they're all walking down and they meet up at the end of the crypt, and they see these statues of themselves, of all of them, so Jon, Sansa, Arya, they all have statues of themselves, which weren't there, obviously, and they're very confused. Makes perfect sense why they would be confused, because why are they there? And it's very like, wait a minute, they didn't die. So in that regard, it is a very ominous vibe throughout this trailer. I think it's just more symbolizing like that, obviously, after everything these three Starks have gone through, you know, it's going to be hard to kind of like go through this entire season, and there's going to be some hardships. I mean, that only makes sense. And obviously towards the end, when they do kind of give the final tease of winter's here, the White Walkers are approaching Winterfell. As we know from the end of season 7, they've broken the wall. The White Walkers are coming to Winterfell because the Winterfell is really, not the Winterfell, Winterfell is really close to the wall, or close enough for the White Walkers to march in and, well, quote-unquote, go guns a-blazing, but that wouldn't be proper. So winter's here, you know, obviously shit's about to go down, and I'm really interested to see when the White Walkers actually approach Winterfell in this season. Obviously, with it being only 6 episodes, we can't really expect them to like show up right away. It could be, but who knows? I wouldn't really be expecting, I suppose, a battle at the very beginning in the premiere, but I guess let me hear your thoughts on that, because I'm really interested to see like how this situation is going to be handled in the show, and just to see how everything plays out. But obviously, Jon, Sansa, and Arya, they're like, oh shit, what's going on? All this frost is coming inside the crypt, and they're like, oh damn. They get their swords out, which is really cool, and getting ready for a battle, I suppose. And that's really cool shot of them, kind of like a team up shot. So I really like that. And they're getting ready for the White Walkers. So it's just kind of basically, like I said earlier, symbolizing the White Walkers approaching Winterfell, and without really showing it. And I guess I should also mention, I'm pretty sure none of this footage is actually from season 8 or actually any footage from the episode. I'd be surprised. I guess let me hear your thoughts on that as well, if you think any of this footage is from any of the episodes. I believe not. And yeah, like I said, also let me hear your thoughts. When do you think the White Walkers will approach Winterfell? It could be soon, could be not. Like I said, I'm just not expecting like a full-on battle in the first episode. But then again, there's only 6 episodes, and this is Game of Thrones, so who knows? I'm really excited though. I hope they release another trailer with actual more footage. But for now, I'm just really hyped, guys. Let me hear your thoughts on all of this. And if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you are new. And I will see you in the next one. Peace. Boop.